What is up, Star Wars fans? This is Darth Watson. In this video, we're going to be talking about the future of Ewan McGregor reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi in another future Star Wars project. Now, Ewan McGregor has talked about coming back as Obi-Wan Kenobi once again, saying that he would love to come back as Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he don't know if he'll ever portray Obi-Wan Kenobi again. Now, if Ewan McGregor were to come back to portray Obi-Wan Kenobi, it should be in a Star Wars movie and not in a full series like Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I think that Obi-Wan Kenobi should have been a Star Wars movie the entire time, a standalone Star Wars movie, just like Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and Solo, a Star Wars story. We're also getting a Lando Star Wars movie as well, and that'll be Lando, a Star Wars story, and they all take place between the events of Star Wars Episode 3 and 4. 4 Star Wars films: Lando, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and Solo, a Star Wars story. But if they were to do any future projects on Obi-Wan Kenobi, it should be an Obi-Wan Kenobi Star Wars movie that's a follow-up to the series, like the series should have been a Star Wars movie. So I think that Obi-Wan Kenobi should have been a Star Wars movie the entire time for many reasons. It would have done better. It would have been better for Lucasfilm. Bob Chapek got fired due to all of the stuff that was happening at Disney and Lucasfilm, and Bob Iger took place as CEO once again. When Bob Iger came back as CEO, he was not happy with the fact that Lucasfilm has not been putting out a Star Wars movie since 2019's The Rise of Skywalker. And with the decline of viewership with the Disney Plus shows, it's really been that Bob Iger has been on Disney and has been on Lucasfilm's tail about getting out more Star Wars movies and less shows. And Bob Iger says he wants to cut back, and that's not just for Star Wars, that's for Marvel and other studios, that cut back on the shows and focus more on releasing the movies. So Star Wars, there's going to be more Star Wars movies in the future now that we got The Mandalorian and Grogu. We got the Dave Filoni Star Wars movie, the Charmin Obaid-Chinoy New Jedi Order Star Wars movie. We got a new Star Wars trilogy that was announced. We got all of that's coming out so far, and James Mangold's Star Wars movie as well, and possibly John Watts' Star Wars movie. So we're going to be seeing more Star Wars movies in the future, and it's going to be more movies and less Disney Plus shows, because that's what seems to be making Lucasfilm more money, and more people want to see Star Wars on the big screen than they do on the small screen on Disney Plus. And that's pretty much the majority of the Star Wars fandom. And that's part of the reason why the viewership on the Disney Plus shows keep declining and declining and declining, especially with The Acolyte. The Acolyte was like outright terrible with viewership. It didn't get enough views, and season 2 had to get canceled. But if they were to do, my point is, if they were to do Obi-Wan Kenobi as another Star Wars project, it should be in a form of a Star Wars movie instead of a show. I think the show has really had so many unnecessary things that were in there, and about Obi-Wan Kenobi, so many unnecessary things about Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I think that Obi-Wan Kenobi should have been a Star Wars movie the entire time. So if Ewan McGregor were to reprise his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi once again, it should be a Star Wars movie. But anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. Do make sure to smash a like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you all later in another video.